David, can you just tell me a little bit about your background? Like, when did you start dancing? And you don't have to give me a year,
That's
but
fine.
That's
fine. When did I start? I was stage struck at about 4 or 5 years old. Our local church used to do an autumn thing, and the kids used to do a performance, just singing and dancing, made up by various teachers. My mother used to play because she was a good pianist, so she used to play for this thing.
Yeah.
And I did that when I was about 4 or 5, and just was absolutely stage struck. And then my sister went to a local dance class, and I thought that's the way to get on stage. So I didn't start dancing because I wanted to dance. I just wanted to be on stage and show off.
Be on stage and show off.
Show off, yeah.
So can we talk a little bit about the Shakespeare Suite, which Ballet West were now performing this season? What was your inspiration for it? How did it get started for you, the Shakespeare Suite?
I've always been a fan of Duke Ellington. My parents were jazzers, so I grew up with my dad's various bands rehearsing in the house. And I'd just be in the same room when I was a kid, sitting inside the drum kit, And so I always loved jazz, was brought up in a jazz household as opposed to a classical music household. That sort of came later. And what interests me about Ellington was the way that he made these extended composition suites of things, which was unique in that day. But he got fascinated by all of these Shakespearean characters and wrote this suite with Billy Strayhorn, his writing partner. And there it was. I wanted to make love duets, but they end up not being about love at all. They're all about these odd kind of pairings where usually men and women are wanting something different from a relationship other than love. So Lady Macbeth humiliates Macbeth into murdering the king. You've got Othello and Desdemona, which is the greatest love story ever told until the handkerchief.
Right.
So it was really going through all of these Shakespeare plays through the eyes of 2 characters and trying to do the whole play in 2 to 3 minutes by taking that kind of emblematic view that we have of Shakespeare, which does that. We understand, if you show a skull, it's Hamlet. Yeah. You show the handkerchief, it's Othello.
Yeah.
You show a couple of swords, it's Romeo and Juliet. We have this worldwide kind of visual shorthand for Shakespeare. Those stories are so well known, and the ciphers that explain those stories, that's what I wanted to do, to get just an image, a snapshot, which would tell the whole story of the play.
Well, I can tell you that the ballet dancers, the Ballet West dancers, are eating this up. They are loving every moment. They've come up and said to me, thank you for bringing this in, because they're having such a good time. And I know they're all very excited to be working with you. So thank you for all that you're bringing to Ballet West.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.